Yes? Yes. What's up, world? Hope everybody's having a great day. Well, midday recess with my son. Trip to the park. Getting some natural vitamin D from our source. Should have brought a basketball. Slow down, son. Almost to the park. I know, we almost there. You'll never, ever, ever, ever regret spending more time with your children. Plan to do this live stream at home in the office, but my little man had other plans. And fatherhood is lit, so we do what we do. I see. I said, I see you. I know it's a big truck. No, don't do that. It's nasty. Look, say what's up, everybody.
What's up? Daddy, what is the board? What the fuck?
Yeah, they at school though.
Yeah. It's even fun. I can jump on the jumping.
See you get up there.
When, what? Up there?
Yep.
Okay. Wait here.
You go to the slide.
That's
Good job, buddy.
I did.
Good job.
I'm uptown. Dad.
Hmm?
Come here, Dad. I'm about to drop down. Okay.
Okay. Good stuff.
I'm about to I can do it myself.
Me too.
Dad, can you push me?
Yes.
Oh, and we get out.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Push me.
Spend time with your children, play outside, drink water. Don't get caught up in the negativity of the world.
Daddy, this is fun.
Always remember that everything that really matters in life is free.
Yes.
Like the ability to push your kid on a swing.
I knew you would get my energy out.
Yep, get your energy out, little daddy.
Dad.
Vroom.
Yeah.
Nope, you do it.
I can't.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't want to swim. You gotta do it.
No.
You gotta do it, Daddy. You. Daddy, you gotta do it. You gotta. Yeah.
Chum. You gotta kick your feet. You gotta learn how to go. Out, in. Kick your feet out, and bring them back. Good job. Out.
I'm kicking my feet. I can go faster. I'm doing it.
You are, buddy. They going up the wrong way though.
Huh?
They going the wrong way on the street.
Who?
That car. Say what's up, world.
What's up, world? Daddy.
What's up?
I'm going a little slow.
I know, me too. You kick your feet like this?
I am.
Do y'all ever sit on the swings with your kids or no? Where you going now?
I'm gonna rainbow.
Okay. What a beautiful day outside. Hope whoever happens to come across this stream is having a beautiful day as well. Find something to be happy about. Guarantee the world can give you something to be pissed off about or to be offended about or anything of that nature.
Daddy.
You got it, buddy. Keep going. Oh, man.
I can't cross water.
Why not? I'm about to sit down over here. Keep trying. Keep trying. This turf is nice. They look dope with the sky in the background. You said what?
Daddy, help.
You got it.
Daddy, help me. Hey, what was that?
Somebody in that car was talking to them people over there walking. I ain't went live from my phone in like 10 years. I see you, little daddy. There gotta be some people hopping on here soon. Just gotta be. Who you see? Oh, that's the cops over there. Yeah, that van right there sitting behind that church, that's a police van. Yeah, it's a police van. Yeah, it's a paddy wagon. They waiting to catch somebody speeding down the street. You want to answer some questions, Judy? I said, you want to answer some questions when people start asking them? No, why not? Good jump.
I jumped my foot in. Daddy, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Oh no, you got a potty?
Yeah.
right, let's figure this out, little buddy.
Let's go at that tree.
Am I a bad daddy if I let my son pee behind a tree? That's how we used to do it. Come here, buddy. Come here. We'll go over this way.
I'm faster than you.
You are fast.
Which two? That one?
I'm taking him to pee behind a tree currently.
That one?
Yep, that tree right there. Yes, right there. Come here, come here, come here. Let me help you.
I can do it.
Daddy, stay here and block you.
Good.
Oh, you know, that's just what dads do. It's dope we got this on video so we don't remember this. Fast, 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 fast. What you want to do when we go home, son? What you want to do when we go home? Play the Xbox. What we going to play? The Ninja Turtle game.
No. 2K29.
2K? You holding on? Are you going inside?
Wait, yes.
Ready?
Wow, Dad. Wow. That's making it.
Yeah. We can't get too tired because we got a basketball game tonight.
Huh?
See, I can't get too tired because we got a basketball game tonight.
Me and you?
Yep.
I'm playing
You going to play?
with you?
You want to be on my team?
Yes. I don't know if I have a blue jersey.
I'll see if I can find you one. If not, you can wear my jersey, right?
Huh?
When I sub out, you can put my jersey on.
Sub out?
Yeah.
The jersey that they sell is really small.
Yeah, I know.
Fit me.
Maybe.
I think it can. Me and you have a basketball game.
Well, Daddy has a basketball game. You just gonna come be a fan, spectator.
Oh, I'm running.
Spend more time with your children. If you just happen to come across this live, spend more time with your kids. You'll never regret playing with them, hearing them ask you questions, smiling with them. They grow up fast.
Faster.
I mean, little bro right here is almost
Daddy,
5.
run with it. Hold
Seems
it
like he was just
and
born
run.
yesterday.
Daddy, hold it and run super fast.
And the more time you spend with your kids, the less they get indoctrinated by the world, more confidence they have, more they believe in themselves.
What?
It is up to you to make sure you have healthy, strong, confident children. If they grow up broken, you can't blame nobody else.
Oh. Daddy,
Yes?
that blood stuff is slow up.
Yeah, we don't want to touch that.
No. Be faster. Up.
Is it fun, little daddy?
Yes.
Yes. What you want to do now?
Huh?
What you want to do now?
I like this.
Like this?
No, I want you to run and do it. Run.
All right,
I want
okay.
you to run.
Here we go. Faster, faster, faster. Hey, Drew, You want to show that you can do some math?
Yes.
All right, watch this. What's 5 plus 5?
10.
What's 10 plus 10?
20.
What's 20 plus 20?
40.
What's 40 plus 40?
80.
What's 80 plus 80?
160.
What's 160 plus 160?
320.
Good job, buddy. And that's all from the parents. No daycare. We homeschool our babies. And you put in the knowledge they want to have. If your kids can repeat rap songs and they can't repeat math or reading, you fell in somewhere as a parent.
That's it. You will be good at this.
Yes, I am. All right, let's climb. Let's climb over there.
Huh?
Want to go climb?
Yes.
Yes.
Will you climb with me, Daddy?
Yes, I'll climb with you.
Okay.
You got to be a kid with your kids. You can't be too grown, too serious. To climb at the playground. Let's see if I can fit on. Let's see if I can fit on this thing.
Whoa!
I know, right?
Whoa! Whoa! I can be even higher.
You gotta come up here, buddy.
What?
Yep.
How are you getting?
And this on video too, so Daddy falls bad. Look. Come on. I know I'm not the only parent to climb jungle gyms with their kids. Got to be a lot of us, right? Oh, that's dope. I'm looking for a spelling bee to put my fourth grader ass to be on one.
Who am I?
We can see if we can get you on one too.
I'm fourth grade.
No, not yet. You're almost kindergarten. All right, I'm about to go down the slide, and then you coming, right? Ready? Let's get over here. Come on. Good job. You ready?
Daddy.
You got it.
Daddy.
Step right over. Yep. Good job, buddy. You did it.
Dad, can you go there? Yeah.
Your turn. Yeah, give me 5. Oh, you failed. Give me some.
No, I
Mm.
got my feet. Daddy, look. Can you go up here?
You could do it. All right. Check you out. You want to jump down? Good stuff.
Look at this.
Got me a little Ninja Warrior on my hands.
Uh,
This is kind of like a Ninja Warrior thing. I know you don't know what that is, Judy.
Daddy,
What's up?
who's playing the Warriors today?
I don't know if the Warriors have a game today.
When will they have a game?
They had a game yesterday. They won.
Oh, yay! Boing, boing, go, go.
Oh, man. Hey, these jungle gyms get you a lot more tired than what I remember.
Yeah. Remember. Look, Daddy,
What's up, buddy?
look up here. I'm telling you. Wee-hoo.
Oh, yeah, it took me a while to realize how blessed I was. I came to being able to raise my kids. I ain't had no custody battles, no expensive lawyers, just belief in God, growing into a better version of myself. Yeah. I'm a full-time daddy. Oh, yeah, we lost last week by 2, so the goal is to win this. I'm a basketball player on Tuesday nights, and then I'm a basketball coach on Wednesday nights for my kids. Pretty cool experience. Like every man should have a son. Helps you grow into somebody you didn't know you could be. I'm not sure how children help women. I'm not a woman, I don't know. But being a dad, man, it made me look at everything from a totally different angle, different perspective. I ain't got time to be arguing about politics and women. I gotta raise good children, strong, God-fearing children. Not caught up in the drama of the world. Meow. You going so high? Yeah. So what I used to do with him when he was little, first thing in the morning when he would wake up, I would take him on a walk. Just because, as little boys, we got a ton of energy, and when you don't know what to do with your energy, you get in trouble. So I helped them calm themselves down. Like my third grader, his teacher says that he's antsy in class. I'm like, well, he ain't used to sitting all day. It's different. So just teaching my children how to control the energy in their body and how to find outlets healthy to express themselves. That's why all of them play sports. That's why we do a lot of reading. And I understand you got to model the example that you want your children to be, not just tell them about it. Show them what they can be and what they can do. All of them lift weights with me. They all know we drink a ton of water. We just try to model a healthy lifestyle. I'm not saying that they'll copy it 100%. But if you plant positive seeds, they'll grow into beautiful trees one day. And I didn't have near as good parents that I am with my kids, and I came out pretty decent. So I look forward to seeing what my children grow into. And I challenge everybody, man. Be active in your children's life. Be involved. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. My fourth grader he has anger because he's so bright. So it's always finding new things to Kobe. Yeah. So it's working with them to help them find ways to channel their energy and different outlets. Yeah. No, my wife and our baby shower, that's all everyone brought was books. So we just got a ridiculous amount of books in our house. And every day when my children come home, everybody has to grab a book, read, and then write a half a page book report about what they just read. And it's not about right now, it's about just planting positive seeds. So when they're grown and they're 24 and stressed about life, that they can sit down and journal instead of acting out of anger. I know so many people that grab a gun or go to the club and grab a bottle of liquor just to get their frustration out. And you got to sit through it. What's up, buddy?
320 plus 320 equals 420.
320 plus 320 equals 640. Yep, 640.
Higher.
I don't want you to go too high, because then you would fly into the sky and Daddy won't see you. You touch the clouds.
No, I'll drop back down.
You'll drop back down.
Yeah.
Let's see what these comments say.
Let it fly. I can't
Yeah, a cool book set that I had got for him is I think it's called Quantum Physics for Babies. And he likes that a lot. And it's another book that they really like. What's that book y'all like, Drew? Hand, Finger, Thumb, or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a Dr. Seuss book. It's pretty cool. We read it on the daily, him and my daughter.
We got that when I was a baby.
Yeah.
When I was a doctor.
Yeah. Another thing I do is I play my content around them, like Dr. Joseph Murphy, Power of the Subconscious Mind, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. And my daughter always say, Daddy, none of this makes sense what I hear. And it's it's not about you understanding it now. It's about when you're 17 and your friend's trying to peer pressure you to do something that you understand you have supreme control over yourself. Because when you're young, you don't understand how much power you really have over your brain. You're born into your parents and they control you and dictate you. Then you go to school and they control you and dictate you. And you start dating and your spouses want to tell you what you can and can't do. So it's really good to meditate and learn yourself, figure out who you are, what you like, what you dislike. And the more you know yourself, the better you understand the world. Because when I didn't really know who I was, I don't really think my babies know what they want to be yet. I know my daughter do. My boys, they change their mind every other day. But I can definitely say raising all of them on a daily basis, 365, and them having three different mothers, you really get to see the presence and the impact of a father. Because all of my children are aligned now, behavior-wise, what time we wake up, what time we go to sleep, expectation on keeping the house clean, and they all come from different environments. They all had different qualities of traits that I had to break or that wasn't necessarily healthy for a long-term lifestyle for some little boys. My boys from Texas are extremely angry. My two kids that grew up here, they mom has moved around from a bunch of different places, so they just never knew stability. So that's one thing. Yes, you can. I really value kids growing up in a stable environment. I mean, I'm sure we all know people who, what led to my enlightenment? I want to say growing up around so much death. Like when you watch people die on a consistent basis, it's confusing. Between the ages of 3 and 13, I probably went to a funeral every Saturday. My family used to make me get up and sing Puff Daddy, I'll Be Missing You, while I'm looking back at this casket, seeing one of my cousins or uncles or laying there. And then at the age of 13, I started losing friends. So I started having friends die left and right in high school. I was really close to Jeff White. We were really, really close, played basketball all 4 years together. He went to college at UCM, and the day before he was meant to leave to go back to college, he was sitting on my friend Kelvin's front porch. Somebody did a drive-by and murdered him. So just losing like people that you're really close to, like Jeff got murdered at Hurt. I was talking to Jaquan the day before on like a Tuesday, and on the Wednesday he got murdered. Phil, Stacy, Kadeem. My enlightenment is because I've had to accept life because I've been around so many people that are gone now. And the common denominator is their attitude, the way they carry themselves. Not like they were mean, but they portrayed the image of the stereotypical rap artist of I'm tough, I pull the trigger, I pull out the strap. And while a lot of them live by their life, they died by their life as well. So I got to see what I didn't want to be. And to see how much it was glorified in the world and how it still is glorified. It's like, man, when people die, it's extremely sad. The neighborhood drug dealer Nate got shot on my front porch. So between my mother and father having domestic violence, I think my enlightenment came from just realizing all humans are broken. And they look for something to fill that emptiness inside themselves, whether it's liquor or sex or clubs or parties. Everybody's looking for something to complete them. And through losing family members and friends, I understood that there was something inside of me that was always safe, that was always secure. Reading Three Magic Words by U.S. Anderson really helped me out a lot. And I never went to therapy or anything like that. I unpacked my own trauma. I was able to look at myself and look at my own life and see what I was doing wrong. Because it's really easy to externally say it's this person's fault. It's their fault I grew up in poverty. It's because I'm on Section 8. And my mother was on Section 8 because she had me at 20 years old. They were like, ain't nobody's fault. And when you look at life and how it plays out the way, then you realize you have the power to change it. But if I stay stuck in the paradigm that I got to live this way because my mom was this way and my dad this way, and then I won't evolve and my children won't evolve. And like, was it Einstein said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And if you watch TV or social media at this point, it keeps you in a paradigm so you will always get the same result. And if you complain about the situation, you never take time to stop back and assess it to see how you can improve it. And I could say with having kid after kid after kid after kid after kid, I was like, hey, I need to do something different with this energy. You know, I never thought that I would be a father of 9 children. Didn't even like remotely cross my mind. And now I guess God had a plan bigger than I did, because, you know, most people when they look at their kids, they be like, oh, she looked like me, he talked like me. I see my kids taught me my fear, my insecurity, my worries, my doubts, what I was lacking. Like, you can't pretend that you tough as a man and you really pretending you got 4 boys looking up to you. I couldn't pretend that I was securing myself as a father when I really wasn't. So I had to step out on faith. And the closer I got to God, I feel like it made me a better father. You know, favorite book, I gotta go with either Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. That like the first I read that like book like 17 times. Drew, watch out. And that really like, man, hit me with a crazy reality. Psycho Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz is a really, really good book because your self-image, how you view yourself is everything. And if you don't believe in yourself, then what reason does the world have to believe in you? As a Man Thinketh by James Allen is always going to be top 5 because like he said, man, circumstances don't make the man, they reveal the man. So where you are in life, no matter how hard it is, it shows the character that you have. And if you're fragile, then reality is going to expose that over time. But if you solid or you real, as the world says, then the circumstances will expose that as well. And just growing up in the environment, like the world glorifies growing up in poverty, and I think it's dumb. I can't wait to get to the rich lifestyle of the rich and famous and, you know, all of that. Just because, well, out of the 9, 2 are deceased. So when I was 18 years old, my first son passed away from a chromosome disease called trisomy 18. And when I was 22 years old, my son, Johnny Jr., passed away at 4.5 months from SIDS. And then when I was 25, my mama overdosed on opioids. And while the average person like, oh my God, I'm so sorry you went through all that. Man, I got a superpower because I've experienced death. You know, the flower that I come from passed away and the flowers that I created passed away. So it just gave me more of a realization that this thing is limited and make the best of it while you're here. I'm a motivational speaker, basketball trainer, but dad is my highest title. Every summer I do a free basketball camp for all the kids. Not all, but in the inner city I go through where I grew up and do a free camp for as many kids and come out for the month of June. And the reason I do it all free is because if you would have told my mama a camp was $5, she would have got her nails done or her hair done over spending money on me. Not that she didn't love me, she just was a broken individual herself. So she put her needs first, which a lot of mamas do in low income environments. What's up, buddy? Hold on, okay? No, that's why I said it's never anything sorry because I'm blessed. Like the average person, they always say, I don't know how I would respond if I lost my mom. I don't know what I would do if my kid died. Well, I do. I've lived through it, rebounded through it, grew into a better person. So it helped me in ways that I can never imagine. To where the average person is sitting around consciously or unconsciously waiting on one of the worst days of their life. Because everyone has to leave this thing eventually. But for myself, knowing that everybody will leave, it makes me a happier, nicer, more humble person. I don't need revenge. I don't need to be negative. Because what's meant to be, will be. And it made me value my children a lot more. Like if I don't have dead children, what's up, buddy? Just go fast. If I don't have dead children, I really don't think I embrace fatherhood the way I do. But I understand my impact on them is real, like really real. Like everything about me affects them. And my dad, you know, we weren't as close as when I was a kid, and I'm a lot closer to him now. And I just let him know, like, you could have really shaped me. I wouldn't be covered in tattoos if my father was more involved. I wouldn't have been sleeping with women so young if my father was more involved, but he had trauma in his life as well. So which made him not understand how important it was to be active in his son's life. My role models was Lil Wayne, Kobe Bryant, Trey Songz, and Mr. Marcus, which are all terrible individuals. I don't want to say terrible all around, but definitely not someone you should be looking up to at 13, 14 years old. And I tell my children I don't want them to have external role models. I want them to look up to me. I'm 33. 33 years young. I feel like I'm about 15, 16 now. I still jump over the fence, still do backflips, still can jump up and grab the rim with 2 hands, catch an alley-oop if needed.
So how do you do a backflip?
Health as well.
I want to see you do a backflip.
I feel like I'm getting younger every day. But most people, you know, they use their trauma as an excuse to be a shitty person, and I use my trauma as a way to be enlightening to the world. And I can say when I was young, I didn't read the Bible at all. You know, I'm like everybody else. Only time we ever went to church was when we was begging for money or asked them to pay our light bill or get some clothes from the church closet or needing some food from the church's food pantry, but that's the only time my parents took me. So I didn't have a good relationship with any of that because I didn't want to be a beggar. I wanted to get out and get on my own. And then when I got older, my friend that got married to this girl, her daddy was a pastor and he was cheating all the time. So we all go through a period in life when we question our faith, especially if you're looking at the world around you. It's gonna make you think everything is fraudulent and false. And that's why I learned to say that your relationship with God is a phone call, not a conference call. Because ain't nobody else gonna see it, no one is gonna get it, no one's gonna understand it. And you're gonna look around at this demonic ass world and be like, ain't no way God is around here. It's like, well, you got to see through all the storms, there's always a little bit of calm. And that's where God is. He's always the calm in every storm. And he's inside of us. No matter what you're going through, you can sit there and be calm and figure your way out of it. And that's why I say you gotta pray at your highest and pray at your lowest. Because the average person only turns to prayer when they're in a really, really bad situation. I remember being a kid, God, please let her get her period, God. God, I won't have sex no more without a condom. God, you know what I mean? I remember all that. And you praying from a negative mindset, so that's what you're gonna manifest. So pray when it's good, pray when it's bad, pray when it's even better. Because you keep the positivity flowing and it's always coming. A water fountain overflowing with abundance. The negativity start creeping and move fast. And I've just been lucky enough to remove myself from everything that was negative around me and all the negative energy that I was putting out to this world. Because the Johnny I am now, I'm so different than who I was 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I mean, walking through the mall with cups of lean, gold teeth all in my mouth, 22-inch rims on the car, and now I'm just a daddy. And a husband too. I've been married for almost 6 years. And while the world is trashing marriage and trashing relationships, everything is what you make it. Everything, if it grows, if you make it grow, it dies if you don't water it. I take value in watering my children. I take value in watering my marriage. And that's just the energy that I want to put out to the world. Because nobody really wants to be alone. Nobody wants to sit on the internet all day and complain about men and women. Another good book is Thoughts Are Things by Prentice Mulford. That's the book I really like a lot. Really anything that was written before like 1940, because it makes you think a lot more. Ralph Waldo Trine, In Tune with the Infinite, fantastic book, man. I don't know if I like Ralph Waldo Trine or Ralph Waldo Emerson more, because both of them put so much positive stuff out there. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, when I was a kid, I was always told I was gonna be so many different things. I can't say I didn't believe them, but all I did was play basketball and run around with girls. I never thought about myself or what I can grow into be. Yeah, marriage is tough, but I can say it sounds crazy, but I feel like everything depends on the man. If the man believes it's easy, then it's easy. And I'm not saying that we don't all have times we gotta step away. Yes, sir?
Run with it.
Run with it, okay. And I'm not saying that there isn't difficult trials and tribulations, but I feel like life is meant to be hard. Like imagine if your life was really easy. How much effort would you put in on a daily basis? And also with coming from a hard environment, all I know is fighting an uphill battle. So I would much rather have something to work at than it to be easy every day, you know? Well, my mom, when I was a kid, 13, 14, my mom used to let girls spend the night. So I had an in-house girl from the ages 14 on up. So I was tired of just random women. For me personally, I felt like a long-term relationship was better than all the hookups and random flings. There's a reason I got so many kids, because I carried myself pretty when I was young. I didn't value my body or who I was sharing it with. And that's something that really matters for us men nowadays. You don't want to be like me with 7 kids by 3 different, really 9 kids by 4 different women. You don't want to be that man. unless you want to get up at 3 o'clock every day and not have no time for yourself because you're a full-time father.
Hey, I'm gonna get out.
Okay, you can get out. I'm different about my sons though, like right, like I'm in a relationship and I'm married, but I want my sons to grow up and figure out who they are before they entertain any of that. Because if I were to start focusing on Johnny, I'm not a father right now. But when you're a young man, nobody tells you how to deal with so many women liking you. I was a basketball player. No lie, I probably went to like 25 different proms. I was everybody's little trophy boyfriend. I was 18, 19, dating women that are older than my mother. So I was dating women in their 30s and 40s when I ain't even 20 yet. So I've just lived a big life in a short amount of time. And I don't want my boys to get caught up in that. Especially not messing with older women because they take advantage of you when you're young.
Oh, Daddy.
Yes? Oh, you're 15 years old?
Look at this.
Wow. How you get up there?
And on the bar. Look. Look, Daddy.
Go fast. Go fast, fast, fast. Yep. No. Motivational speaker kind of came just over the last 2 years. I really got into speaking. Like before COVID, I was traveling around speaking at a lot of different places, a lot of different schools, a lot of different events. Because most people, they sell you the same victimhood narrative that you oppressed and you can't do this. And the house that we live in now, my mama had on Section 8. And every house on the block is nice. The house next door just sold for like $300,000. So you're not stuck anywhere. And your environment, if you make it nicer, then it can improve. You know? Earl Nightingale said you can drive up and down any block in America and you can see the type of service rendered in that neighborhood. So if you take care of your property, then the value will increase naturally. I can run around and make excuses with the world teach you to do that. And that's another reason why I think fathers are so important. Because my daddy never let me make excuses. I don't know men overall that let their sons make excuses about why they can't do something, they can't accomplish something. And if you look at the most successful professional athletes, say, oh, I got a father right there that was with them. Steph Curry, Michael Jordan, Klay Thompson. You know, the only athletes that are great, LeBron James and Kevin Durant. And that's why LeBron is such a puppet for the media, is because, you know, his talking points had to come from somewhere, and they come from society that raised him since he was a kid, but his father wouldn't allow that.
Daddy, I'm gonna get taller.
You want to get taller?
Yeah.
Okay, go to the top.
Okay.
But I feel like everybody needs motivation, right? Like being a motivational speaker, the best part about that is you tell people what they already know. Like everyone knows that they have a goal or a dream or that they want to be more than they are in life. It's just figuring out how to do it. And the only limit is your mindset. Like you got to think to a higher paradigm before you can go to a higher paradigm. I see you up there, buddy. And I got a lot of that from Bob Proctor. You know, a lot of things that we just not taught about our mind. Like if you don't know how your mind works, if you don't know about your mental faculties and the conscious and the subconscious, and that you know, the more you consume something and repeat, you are taller than me. You're super tall. Yeah. So, when I was, even though we were like in poverty, we didn't move around a lot. So I went to one elementary, one middle school, and one high school. When I was in the fifth grade, they wanted to skip me up to the seventh grade because I was in the gifted and talented classes. And now they saying the gifted and talented class is racist. And I'm like, bro, I was living in a homeless shelter in the gifted and talented class in the City Union Mission. I think we should all be more transparent because the world sells a false narrative, especially social media and rappers and entertainers. They act like we just ain't regular people. Like we don't wash dishes and wash our clothes and make our bed and take showers. And when our alarm go off in the morning, we won't be tired. Like everyone creates a false life. We all got 24 hours. And every day you wake up, you really don't know what you're gonna do in that day. You can have plans or have it set, but you really don't know how it's gonna go. It's all about how you respond to life. And you hear that when you were a kid, but as an adult, it matters so much more. Like, you know, say, give us this day our daily bread. And it's like, that's it, literally. You can only focus on the day ahead of you. I can't spend my time worried about yesterday. I can't waste no energy worried about tomorrow or next week. I can just worry about what's in front of me and leave the rest to God.
Daddy.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to start a school as well. It was something I got in my mind for sure. Go fast.
That's it.
Yeah, that's why I like working with kids so much. Just because I look like the rapper or something. When they hear me talk, I'm not saying any of that garbage. 'Cause I grew out of that. But I understand image is everything. And I tell so many parents, you got to be able to be the coolest person your kids see. Like, your kids have to idolize you or they're going to idolize somebody in this world. And if they getting caught up in the world, you playing catch up. It's going to be hard.
This is fun.
It is fun. Like, my children aren't caught up in any of the social issues that's going on in the world because as a father, I conversate with them about it and we don't consume it in the TV. You know, we don't watch TV in our home. We don't sit around gossiping about. Well, the other day, actually, I had the AFC Championship on where the Chiefs was playing. I think it was the Bengals, right? And my daughter came in her room.
I want to play the game with you.
I knew. And my daughter came out her room and seen a commercial on the TV. She's like, "Daddy, this just feels weird." It's like, I know we never watched TV in our house. Like, my daughter's 13 and we've never had TV because I understand how much TV influenced me when I was a kid. And my mama would go downstairs and I was in my room. She set that alarm for 3 a.m. so you can wake up and watch BT Uncut or whatever bullshit was going on TV. And it all was poison for your mind. Everything you consume is food. I got that from the book, The Art of Communication. And once I start looking at life, everything is food, it helped me grow. Like, I can't get in the car and listen to Lil Wayne Dedication 2 no more. Because, yeah, all the beats slap and all the punchlines is hard, but it's dumbing me down. You know, I love Nipsey Hussle. I'm in Kansas City. I grew up listening to Fat Tone and Mac Dre and 57th Street Road Dogs. And when you think about those lyrics, what are you consuming? And if those lyrics were to manifest in your life, would you be proud of that? And it's like, nah. And I used to work at Notre Dame de Sion private school, and I would just pay attention to the car ride along with the music that parents were listening to when they was dropping their kids off. And a lot of parents don't even understand that culturally, you selling your kids to the devil every day. Every time they hop in the car and you got something bad on the radio, or every time y'all at home and y'all watching a TV show that you shouldn't be consuming, you know, that's one step closer you getting to losing your children. Most kids grow up and they say, my parents don't love me, and it's because at a young age you don't develop a strong relationship or a strong connection. Like, I never worried about what I went through with my kids because I knew I was a good person to them. So when my boys was moved out of town with their mama, and I got put on child support and got blocked from communicating with them all together, I never panicked, I never worried, because I knew the man I was to them. And I knew once they got old enough to want to discover me, they would be with me. All 9 of my children, initials are JC, Johnny Calloway. And not that exact name, but they all have my initials because there's too many kids in this world that don't know where they come from. And I wanted my children to know no matter what, you come from your dad. And I'm proud of you and I love you and I never ran away from my responsibility. And I think more men not should give their kids their initials, but embrace that they laid down, that they created that seed and they want to help it grow. I can't think of anything harder in the world than being a single mama. I think kids definitely need balance. As much as I raise all my children, they still need their mothers. I understand that and I acknowledge that. And it takes a team for sure. And if you don't have a mother and a father, man, you're going to be looking for that in the world. And I can say, as crazy as my childhood was, I've seen my daddy in back of paddy wagons more times than I can imagine. I've seen my mama's face bloody more times than I can imagine. But I know they both love me. So I'm whole and secure in myself because I know that I'm loved. I know that like every time my mama talked to me, she would say, "Boy, I love you. I'm so proud of you." And this is when I was riding around with gold teeth in my mouth. So I can only imagine what she would be saying about me now. And you know, my dad, you know, by worldly standards, they would say he's an alcoholic. But now that I'm older, I just say life is stressful. And sometimes you just want to sit down and drink a beer. Sometimes you just need something to make you feel a little better. And that was my father. He went through a lot in life. And I really believe the key for happiness for everyone is to forgive your parents. Whether they were good, bad, whatever, man, just let go. Because when you hold on to anger, nobody externally feels it, just you. So why would you want that energy inside of you? If all we are is energy, if you can acknowledge that one day you will die and your body will drop. Don't hold anything negative inside of you. Just give it to God and keep moving. Find reasons to smile, find reasons to laugh. If you believe the concept that you become what you think about, then why would you think about anything negative? Why would you be sitting in your office at 3 a.m. pissed off about something that happened 2 weeks ago? Your manager walked by and said something crazy, and then you sitting there holding on to that energy. No. Nothing happened to you, everything happens for you. It may not seem like it at the moment. We all have questioned life and questioned God and why does the scenario happen? But every single one of us can look back and say you learned something from it. So when you get control of your mind, you get control of reality. Like my parents never had a car my whole childhood. And my children have never rode the metro in their life. So you can change whatever paradigm or whatever dynamic you grew up in if you want to. The first car we had in the family when I was 16, I bought a 1985 Cutlass Sierra, rusted out on the side, and my daddy totaled it out drunk driving. And at the time, I was extremely upset at that man, but now it is what it is. All material things can be replaced. And once you really learn that material things can be replaced and you don't have an attachment to them, that's when God bless you with things more than you could ever imagine. Because when material things matter to you a lot, you get them from the devil. I can say that from experience. When I had the red and yellow car and the Chrysler 300 and the Charger, man, those cars was my life. And I went through a lot of negative energy protecting those cars or speeding from the police or driving drunk just because I didn't need it. It was flashy. And when you want to be flashy, the devil say, watch this. And flashiness draws a lot of attention and brings a lot of negative women around you. And I remember driving down Prospect and my homeboy De'Aaron said, Johnny, I didn't know that was your car, boy. I thought about robbing you. It's like, damn, cuz. He's like, well, I ain't gonna rob you because I know you, but I was gonna rob who was ever in that car. And a lot of things just aren't worth it. Riding around with a chain on, a watch, earrings, all that, and then grew out of it. I love you too, little buddy. Like right there, like that's $1 million right there. When your kid just randomly say, Daddy, I love you. Like nothing compares to that feeling. No amount of money can replace that. No opportunities, no nothing can replace your kids just genuinely loving you for pushing them on the swing. You know, in a society that says, let me see, buddy. It's okay. Hit your finger. Mwah. Where your scooter?
Where are we going? Where are we going?
Yeah, man, I say I'm gonna go live. You wanna go home with mama?
Why?
I don't know, get Georgie.
Where? Why?
I don't know. Got some water? Or you wanna climb somewhere?
I want to play the Xbox.
Okay, we can go and play the Xbox. Come on. Yeah, I'm learning to just let God use me in ways that I never imagined. I plan on going live a little more so I can just interact with society, like just to let people talk about it with themselves, what they're going through. Life is a battle for everybody. And a lot of people don't have a positive outlet to discuss it with. And I just want to be, like I said, everybody's personal hype man, because I know what it's like to be lonely in this world. I know what it's like to have to figure this shit out by yourself, to be sitting in a room with no light saying, God, why me? And though my situation was poverty, everyone is going through something different. And the reason we got so many kids questioning life and questioning themselves and so many middle-aged men, okay, I'll carry it, you know, deleting themselves is because they broken on the inside, man. Like I was saying the other day, do you know how much courage it takes to end your own life? To say I'm tired of living, that this is too hard, that I want to leave? Just slow down. Like we talk that them people are cowards and they weak. It's like, no, man, they really going through something. And if they had somebody to sit and talk to for 3 to 5 minutes, maybe they wouldn't take their own life. Maybe they would reconsider it. But we have a world that's heartless. And it's for men and women, the world is heartless. And what I can say from being a father of all these children is life don't forgive bad choices. And the world convinces you to make bad choices. The world promotes alcohol until you get a DUI. The world promotes sex until you get an STD. They promote all the negative things to you until you have to deal with the consequences of those negative actions. And so having somebody to talk with and communicate to, man, it saves you from making a lot of bad choices. Especially when you're young, dog. And then the older you get as a man, you get more isolated. You know, it's a bunch of people to go out and drink with and smoke with, but when you want to do something positive, it gets a little lonely. And that's why everyone needs a connection to God, to a higher power. Because every day you wake up, you're in a spiritual battle, whether you know it or not, every single day. I'm sure we all agree every day something come at you that try to piss you off that you got to see, I ain't going to let that bother me today. I'm going to just let that go off. No, we don't want to run home. What if a car comes? What if there's some rocks in the road?
What if we were here?
Yeah.
The sidewalk. That's what I would.
But heading home from a nice little park trip for my son. We about to play Ninja Turtles on the Xbox. I appreciate everybody that tuned into the random midday live stream. And never forget that you have the gift inside of you. You know what you love. You know what's important to you. And every single one of us has a light that can shine extremely bright, man. And our greatest fear isn't that we can't do something. It's what happens when we reach the top. You know, what happens when you go from 30,000 to 100,000, 100,000 to 100 million? Can you handle when God blesses you the way that you ask? And I just believe that every single person, if they got to live out their dreams, man, they would give back. Because we all want to pull each other up. We all want to become better versions of ourselves. So don't be selfish with your positive energy. Spread love, spread positive vibes. Yeah, this is definitely, Drew, definitely a great time to be alive. A great time. And I don't know what's coming, but something big is coming, something beautiful is coming. And I look forward to growing with the world and sharing my success, but also motivating other people to follow their goals, to follow their dreams, to be better fathers, to be better mothers, to get in shape, to get in tune with themselves, all that, man. So if you happen to be watching this stream, I'm throwing positive energy to you. Catch the alley-oop, get the inbound, push it up the court, pass it to somebody else, and hopefully they can be like Steph Curry and the three hitting the wet ball, you know what I'm saying? But my daddy got a game tonight, and you're going to come watch. But yeah, thanks again for tuning into the stream. Basketball game tonight at 7:30. I'm going to go out there and do my thing. I love all you guys for supporting me. I am you, and you are me to the end. We are connected more than you or I will ever know. Some way, somehow, we all in this thing called life together. And so let's smile, let's laugh, let's lift each other. Let's overcome the negativity and the demonic stuff that's coming from the world. We outie. Let me cross the street. Let's go. Peace.